Let's crochet these two kitties. The methods for crocheting the two kitties are exactly the same. We will use the gray one here for demonstration. First, let's crochet the kitty's head. Take out the yarn of the corresponding color. First, hold the yarn end with one hand. Place one hand palm up. Wrap the yarn end around the pinky finger once. Pass it between the middle and index fingers. Hang it on to the index finger. Pinch the yarn end with the middle finger and thumb. We can pull the yarn end to lengthen the yarn. Or pull the end connected to the yarn ball to shorten the yarn. The fabric is crocheted using a magic ring. We need to leave a sufficiently long length here. First, make a magic ring. Wrap the yarn end around the middle finger once. There is an intersection of two yarns here. Pinch the intersection. Take out the crochet hook from the materials kit. You can hold the crochet hook like a knife, or hold it like a pen. It depends on your own preference. Here we use the knife grip for demonstration. Insert the crochet hook through the loop on the middle finger. Then place it in front of the working yarn. This strand connected to the yarn ball is the working yarn. Then point the hook head towards the working yarn. Pull the yarn through. Rotate the crochet hook in the process, so that the hook head faces towards us. This loop on the finger forms a magic ring. At the beginning of each round, we need to crochet a chain stitch as a turning chain to elevate the height. At the end of each round, crochet a slip stitch. The slip stitch serves as a connector. The starting chain stitch and slip stitch are not included in the total stitch count. Let's take a look at how to crochet a chain stitch. Wrap the yarn around the crochet hook from bottom to top. Turn the hook head downwards. This makes it easier for us to hook the yarn. Pull the yarn through the existing loop on the crochet hook. This completes the chain stitch. When viewed from the front, the chain stitch forms a V shape. The chain stitch U serves as a turning chain for the single crochets. It is not included in the total stitch count. Next, work 6 single crochets. The first single crochet. Pass through these 2 strands. Then wrap the yarn from bottom to top. Turn the hook head downwards. Pull the yarn through. This way there are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Then we pull the loop upwards and diagonally. This allows our crochet hook to pass through the loop more easily. Then wrap the yarn from bottom to top. Turn the hook head downward. Pull the yarn through the 2 loops on the crochet hook. This completes a single crochet. From the side view, a single crochet forms a V shape. Let's take a look at the V shape. Here it looks like a V shape. This is the stitch of the single crochet. We pick the two threads of the V shape. Attach the stitch marker. The stitch marker serves as a marker. Attach a stitch marker on the first stitch of each round. This allows us to find the first stitch of each round more quickly. We use the same method to crochet the remaining 5 single crochets. Insert the crochet hook through the magic ring. Wrap the yarn from bottom to top. Turn the hook head downward. Pull the yarn through. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Pull the loop diagonally upward. Then wrap the yarn again. Turn the hook head downward. Pull through the 2 loops on the crochet hook. This completes the second single crochet. From the side view we can see the V shapes formed, which are 2 single crochets. For the third single crochet, insert the crochet hook through the magic ring. Wrap the yarn from bottom to top. Turn the hook downwards to pull the yarn out. Pull the loop diagonally upward. Then wrap the yarn from bottom to top. Turn the hook head downward. Pull the yarn through the loop on the crochet hook. This completes the third single crochet. From the side view, there are 3 V shapes. Fourth single crochet. Fifth single crochet. Sixth single crochet. Six single crochets are completed. We can count now. Start counting from the V shape with the stitch marker. 2, 3, 4, 5. Here is the last one. Tighten the magic ring. Pull the yarn tail to tighten the magic ring. Finally, a slip stitch. These are the 2 strands of the V shape where the stitch marker was just placed. Remove the stitch marker. Insert the crochet hook through the 2 strands of the V shape. Wrap the yarn from bottom to top. Turn the hook head downward. Pull the yarn through. Then pull through the existing loop on the crochet hook. This completes a slip stitch. Side view of the slip stitch, there is also a V shape here. It is very similar to the V shape of the previous single crochet. To prevent mistaking it for a single crochet, we can use the index finger to press down on the loop on the crochet hook. Then pull outward. Tighten the stitch of the slip stitch. A slip stitch here serves as a connection. It is not included in the total stitch count. This is what it looks like after completing the first round of crochet. The second round starts with 1 chain stitch. Wrap the yarn around the crochet hook from bottom to top. Bring the yarn over the original loop on the crochet hook. It can be tightened a bit. The chain stitch here serves to elevate. It is not included in the stitch count. Next are 6 increase stitches. An increase stitch means working 2 single crochets into the same stitch. The insertion point for the first stitch of the second round is in the stitch where just slip stitched. Let's first crochet the first increase stitch. First, crochet a single crochet. Insert the crochet hook through the first stitch. Yarn over and pull out. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Wrap the yarn and pull it through both loops. This is the first stitch of the second round. Attach the stitch marker. The stitch marker serves as a marker. We are still working into the same stitch. Crochet another single crochet. Insert the crochet hook through the same stitch. Yarn over and pull out. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Wrap the yarn on, pull it through the 2 loops on the crochet hook. This completes 1 increase stitch. An increase stitch forms 2 stitches. We use the same method to complete the remaining 5 increase stitches. Second, crochet another single crochet in the same stitch. Third increase stitch. First, crochet a single crochet in the next stitch. Crochet another single crochet in the same place. For the fourth increase stitch, first crochet a single crochet in the next stitch. Crochet another single crochet in the same stitch. Fifth increase stitch. For the sixth increase stitch, first crochet a single crochet in the next stitch. Crochet another single crochet in the same stitch. Six increase stitches are done. Let's crochet a slip stitch. The insertion point for the slip stitch is the stitch where the marker was just placed. Insert the crochet hook through the first stitch. Wrap the yarn from bottom to top. Turn the hook head downwards. Pull the yarn through. Then pull through the existing loop. This completes 1 slip stitch. The stitch of the slip stitch also forms a V shape. The slip stitch serves a connecting function. It is not included in the total stitch count. This is what it looks like after completing the second round of crochet. In this round, we crocheted 6 increase stitches. Each increase stitch forms to V shapes, so there are a total of 12 stitches in the second round. There are 12 V shapes. Here is the first one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. The third round starts with a chain stitch. Wrap the yarn from bottom to top. Pass through the loop on the crochet hook. Tighten the chain stitch. The chain stitch serves as the starting stitch for the single crochet. It is not included in the total stitch count. Then a single crochet and one increased stitch forms a sequence. Repeat crocheting 6 sequences. First, crochet a single crochet. Attach the stitch marker. An increased stitch. Crochet an increased stitch in the next stitch. Crochet another single crochet in the same stitch. A single crochet and one increased stitch forms a sequence. From the side view, a sequence formed 3 stitches. We used the same method to crochet the remaining 5 sequences. A single crochet for the second sequence. An increased stitch. Crochet another single crochet in the same stitch. The third sequence, a single crochet first. An increased stitch. The fourth sequence, a single crochet first. Be careful not to miss stitches while crocheting. After finishing this increased stitch, it looks relatively wide and easily covers the next stitch. An increased stitch. A single crochet for the fifth sequence. An increased stitch. A single crochet for the sixth sequence. An increased stitch. Six sequences are done. This round formed 18 stitches. Everyone can count. I won't demonstrate too much here. Finally, a slip stitch. Insert the crochet hook through the first stitch, yarn over and pull out. Then, pull the first loop through the existing loop. Tighten the slip stitch. This is what it looks like after completing the third round of crochet. In the third round, we can see a circle on the fabric. Then a circle of this kind of pattern. This side is our front side. A slip stitch serves a connecting function. It is not included in the stitch count. Next, let's distinguish the front and back sides of the fabric. On this side, you can see circular textures. This side is the front of the fabric. This side has a yarn end at the magic ring and uneven. This side is the back side of the fabric. During the crocheting process, we need to keep the front facing towards us. The fourth round starts with a chain stitch. Then 18 single crochets without increase or decrease. Without increase or decrease means crocheting only one single crochet in each stitch. First one. Attach the stitch marker. 2. Fifth one. Sixth one. Seventh one. Eighth one. Ninth one. 10th one. 11th one. 12th one. 13th one. 14th one. 16th one. 17th one. 18th one. 18 single crochets are done. Finally, a slip stitch. The fourth round is completed. The fifth round starts with a chain stitch. Then 5 single crochets and 1 increase stitch as a set. Repeat crochet for 3 sets. The first sequence, work 5 single crochets first. Attach the stitch marker. Five single crochets are done. Next, 1 increase stitch. Five single crochets and 1 increase stitch as a sequence is done. We use the same method to complete the remaining 2 sequences. The second sequence, work 5 single crochets first. An increase stitch. The third sequence, work 5 single crochets first. Four, 5, an increase stitch. Three sequences are completed. Finally, a slip stitch. This completes the crochet of the 5th round. The 6th round starts with a chain stitch. Then 3 single crochets, 1 increase and 3 single crochets as one sequence. Repeat this sequence 3 times. The first sequence, work 3 single crochets first. Attach the stitch marker. Second single crochet. Third single crochet. Three single crochets are completed. An increase stitch. Three single crochets and 1 increase are done. Then work 3 single crochets. Three single crochets, an increase in 3 single crochets as one sequence. We use the same method to complete the remaining 2 sequences. The second sequence, work 3 single crochets first. An increase stitch. Three single crochets. The third sequence, work 3 single crochets first. An increase stitch. Three single crochets. After completing 3 sequences, make a slip stitch. This is how it looks after completing the 6th round of crochet. The 7th round starts with a chain stitch. Then a single crochet and 1 decrease stitch forms one sequence. Repeat crocheting this sequence 8 times. The first sequence, work a single crochet first. A decrease stitch. Decrease stitch means combining the stitches into one. Let's take a look at the crochet method for decrease stitches. Insert the crochet hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull out. There are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Insert the crochet hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull out. There are 3 loops on the crochet hook. Yarn over. Pass through these 3 loops at once. This completes 1 decrease stitch. 1 single crochet and 1 decrease forms one sequence. We use the same method to crochet the remaining 7 sequences. A single crochet for the second sequence. Then a decrease stitch. Insert the crochet hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull out. Insert the crochet hook into the next stitch again. Yarn over and pull out. There are 3 loops on the crochet hook. Yarn over and pass through these 3 loops. The sequences are done. The third sequence, a single crochet first. A decrease stitch. Insert the crochet hook into the next stitch. Yarn over and pull through. Insert the crochet hook into the next stitch again. Yarn over and pull through. There are 3 loops on the crochet hook. Yarn over and pass through these 3 loops at once. The fourth sequence, a single crochet first. A decrease stitch. One single crochet for the 5th sequence. A decrease stitch. One single crochet for the 6th sequence. A decrease stitch. Single crochet for the 7th sequence. A decrease stitch. Single crochet for the 8th sequence. A decrease stitch. Eight sequences are done. Finally, a slip stitch. This is what it looks like after completing the 7th round of crochet. Next, we need to attach the eyes to the fabric. The eyes are attached between the 5th and 6th rounds of the fabric. Let's first locate the 5th and 6th rounds. Here is a small circle. This is the 1st round. Then, the 2nd round, the 3rd round, the 4th round. Here are the 5th and 6th rounds. Attach an eye in the gap between the 5th and 6th rounds. Then at a position for stitches apart, install the other eye. Install the safety back piece. Install the other safety back piece. This completes the eye installation. After the eyes are installed, let's crochet the 8th round. The 8th round starts with a chain stitch. Then 8 decrease stitches. First, attach the stitch marker. A second decrease stitch. Third, fourth, fifth one. Sixth one. Eighth one. One slip stitch. This completes the 8th round of crochet. Next, we cut the yarn. Then yarn over and pull out. Tighten. Next, we take out the stuffing cotton from the material pack. Tear the stuffing cotton to make it fluffy. Add it into the fabric in small amounts multiple times. Please complete this step on your own. Next, thread the yarn end into the sewing needle. Pick the front strands of the V-shapes in the last round. Then, pull the yarn tight. Then, thread the yarn end through the fabric a few times. Cut the yarn. The kitty's hat is now completed.